Hello, users, and what is popping? Welcome to another episodic installation of Above It All. This is the series in where I eat impossible burgers because I need more estrogen in my system. I love me some soy. So, thank you. Shoutouts to Burger King for allowing me to continue my soy-based diet, really pump myself full of estrogen, and maybe it's going to make my tits bigger. Who knows? But what I do know is that Bernie Sanders is fucking awesome. And I got this sticker in the mail. I'm voting for Bernie. I'm voting. I'm doing. In fact, I already did it. Believe it or not, I already did it. I got my sticker right here. It's already happened. So I already voted for Bernie. So they should have said I voted for Bernie on this little sticker, but sadly, I didn't get that version. But anyway, we have a clip of Bernard Sanders basically explaining, he's dispelling a lot of this fan fiction that the Democrats have been cooking up. They've been in a laboratory, not cooking up impossible burgers, but what they've been cooking up is some fan fiction that Bernie Sanders is going to hurt Democrats down ballot because that makes sense, facts and logic on that one. So I'm just going to play this clip and we'll see if it's good enough to pause and respond in real time, or if I just play it and then respond afterward.
Yourself an existential threat to the Democratic establishment. I guess that includes House Speaker Nancy Pelosi, Democrats in the House and the Senate. Don't you need their support to win in November? One of the big pitches that Vice President Biden was just making is that he can help make sure the Democrats hold on to the House, take back the Senate, and that you're going to be a burden for House Democrats and Democratic Senate candidates come November.
So here's real quick the thing. Midterm elections, usually it's harder to run in a midterm election because there's no presidential ballot. There's no someone like, at the top of the ticket to get people out to vote. So you have to excite people more in a midterm election. Bernie Sanders, already in South Carolina, we've seen his vote. He's been increasing voter turnout like tremendously. He's been going at it with voter turnout. He got more votes in South Carolina this time than he did last time, and that's just in South Carolina. You look at Nevada, demolishing voter turnout and so forth. So the more people that turn out, the more people that are going to have their eyes on the ballot. That means just by math, like hashtag math. Where the fuck is Andrew Yang in this shit? Just by mathematical standards, that's what that means. More people are going to be going out to vote. And they're going to be voting for Bernie, and most of the time when people vote for Bernie, they vote for everything else because that's how that's how it plays. That's how they do it. So if Bernie is the president, he's going to get more voter turnout. He's going to get more young people that are not super interested in politics to go fill out a presidential ballot. That's how it works. So this fan fiction, again, it's fan fiction. I think Nancy Pelosi secretly has a Wattpad or something that she just routinely writes on because this shit is just bizarre. This is one of the weirdest conspiracy theories I've heard yet about Bernie, is that, he's gonna head down Ballot. So let's see how he responds to this.
That's absolutely untrue. The corporate wing.
Oh, you fucking fuck! I hate Twitter. Twitter is honestly horrendous.
Me and they say party untrue. The corporate wing of the Democratic Party, a group called Third Way, attacked me, and they said I'm an existential threat to the Democratic Party. And what I said is, I'm an existential threat to the corporate wing of the Democratic Party. For too long, the Democratic Party and leaders have been going to rich people's homes, raising money, and they've ignored the working class and the middle class and low-income people in this country. That has got to change. We got to open the doors of the Democratic Party to millions and millions of people who are trying to get by on $12, $13 an hour, who can't afford health care, can't afford child care, who can't afford to send their kids to college. Those are the people we have to start paying attention to. I've known Nancy Pelosi for a very long time. I'm part of the Democratic leadership of the United States Senate with Chuck Schumer. It is my view that every Democratic candidate for president, no matter who wins this nominating process, clearly I hope it's me, we're going to come together because we all understand that Donald Trump is the greatest threat to this country in the modern history of this country, that he's a fraud, that he's a liar, that he's undermining American democracy. We're going to have Democrats coming together, but the trick is which candidate can reach out and bring new people into the political process who can create the excitement and the energy for young people to come in. I think that's our campaign.
See, okay, Bernie is, oh my God. Like if Bernie didn't exist, I don't know what I would do with my life. Bernie this is what they don't understand. And I don't understand how they don't understand it, because the writing's on the fucking wall. You know what I'm saying? Like, this shit is fucking obvious. It's obvious that Bernie is exciting more and more people to get out and vote. I literally spent fucking 4 days or so. I went to a state I've never been to before, and I worked with the campaign, and I knocked on like fucking a lot of doors. I don't know what the full number is, but I would never do that for fucking Elizabeth Warren. I would never do that for someone like Nancy Pelosi. Why the fuck would I spend fucking like 30 minutes canvassing for someone like that? Like, they're just fucking scummy. You know what I mean? Like, and that's the thing that they don't understand. Bernie excites people that actually give a shit. That's the thing. People want a candidate that is providing a platform that makes them feel like excited, right? Like me, my situation, Medicare for all is my biggest thing. I've lost family members because, oh, they've had cancer before, but we're not going to give you, extended cancer screenings after you've already survived cancer to see if you get cancer again, even though that's what you should do, just because, we don't have health. You're too poor. You don't deserve a cancer screening. You're too poor. Oops, you had a stroke and now you're dead. Sorry about that. My bad. Really, it's totally preventable. Totally could have not happened, but sorry, you just couldn't pay the bills. So I guess you just don't have health care, and now your mom's dead. Oops, my bad. Why would I ever possibly give a flying fuck about a presidential candidate that does not want to fix the broken healthcare system? Why would I possibly give a flying fuck about a presidential candidate who doesn't want to fix the homelessness in this country? No, there is no. I'm saying this right now. Bernie is going to get the plurality. That's already done. The only competition is whether or not he gets 51%. If they steal the nomination from him, I will not vote for a Democrat. I'm sorry. No, I just refuse. I refuse. I will literally go door to door in my neighborhood, and I will promote the Green Party or the fucking Libertarian Party. I will do whatever I can to just prevent the Democratic Party from getting that, because that's just especially if it's Bloomberg, but if they steal the nomination and it's like Biden versus Trump, that's a nightmare scenario. That is a nightmare scenario. There is no reason to vote. In my position, now, I can make the argument more people will die under Trump than with Biden, right? That is an objective fact, and that would make me want to vote for Biden. But I will not do canvassing for Biden. I will not do phone banking for Biden. I will not spend any of my time for Biden because I have no reason to. He's not going to help me. He's just going to hurt me, and I know that he's going to hurt less people than Trump. And don't get me wrong, I know that. I'm understanding that. But here's the thing. If you let them steal the nomination and then let them win and let them gain power, then you're cementing your future. That's my opinion. Now, I don't have a finalized thesis on this. I don't have, again, if we actually have to deal with this position, I'll think about it more, of course, but it's called the Democratic Party, and they're really plotting on stealing it and subverting democracy. That's the whole thing. And of course, it doesn't make any sense, because if you have say Bernie gets 45% of the vote, and you say, oh, it's not a majority, more people voted against you, blah, 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 blah. But guess what? When you fucking steal it from him, that 45% of the vote ain't voting for fucking whoever. They're not going to show up. I'm not going to vote for a Democratic fucking House representative or whatever the fuck. Why the fuck would I do that? I live in North Carolina. My fucking representatives aren't super great here. I have to study a little bit more, of course, because, I'm new here. But at the same time, why the fuck would I go out there and be excited? Yeah, I'm going to vote for someone who doesn't want Medicare for all. Woo! Why? That's what they don't understand. It's so bizarre. Super bizarre. And of course, this is just fan fiction. It's fan fiction. It's not real. It's just it hurts me so much to I hate them. I hate Nancy Pelosi. I hate her. She's a supervillain. I hate Elizabeth Warren. She's a fucking supervillain. I hate fucking Steny Hoyer, he's fucking garbage. Chuck Schumer, fucking garbage. Though he did vote against USMCA, which is pretty cool. But still, all these fucking ghoulish, backroom cigar smoking fuck faces think that they can actually steal the fucking this isn't 1937, right? We have primary elections for a fucking reason, jackass. It's so fucking ridiculous. I hate them. and I can't wait to see them lose. And if Bernie doesn't get 51%, I will try my best to go to Milwaukee. I'll do a fundraiser. Like, give me money on Patreon, and I'm going to keep this in the bank. You got to give me money on Patreon, and if they try to steal it, I will literally go to Milwaukee. So, again, give me money. That's what I'm going to start doing that. But seriously, this has gotten a little bit off topic, but it's just like, the absolute audacity of these people to gaslight us, write fan fiction that makes no sense, preach things that are mathematically impossible, and then try to use those things that they've just made up in their heads as like, oh, it's like they treat it like it's a fact. Like, oh, I just made this up. Like, I just made this up, but this is my prime evidence. This is my prime evidence why poor people shouldn't have health care, because I have a really active imagination, and I have a Wattpad account, so I've just been writing fan fiction, and now all of a sudden, it's proof. It's proof. Bernie's gonna hurt down ballot. That doesn't make any fucking sense. It doesn't make any fucking sense. If you have more people voting, more people are going to vote down ballot. That's just how it fucking works. In what universe is having more people vote going to hurt down ballot? It's just so stupid. It's so stupid. So stupid. Like Trump said at that one, he was getting off of Air Force One or going on or whatever, and he's doing an interview, and he was just talking about like Democratic establishment fuckers, and he's just like, so stupid. So stupid. I gotta find that fucking audio clip, because that's I gotta use that for something. But it's just like, seriously, so stupid. So stupid. Ugh. Believe me?